There are some spots that simply feel like a destination, inviting you to stop, exhale, and take in the surrounding beauty. Butterflies flutter, trees sway in the breeze. Often it takes hours to arrive at this kind of destination. Other times, there is one right nearby. 17 miles south of Boston, Hingham Harbor is a treasure to locals and visitors alike. Nearby shops and restaurants in Hingham Square are a reliable draw, but it's the neighborhood feel that many find special.
It really is the people, and the community.
One community gathering spot is Red Eye Coffee Roasters. Situated harborside, the location alone is reason enough to visit. Regulars say it's a bonus that the coffee is top-notch. Owner Bob Weeks.
We've been open for about 12 years now. I've looked all over the South Shore looking for the right place, and I literally live like 30 seconds away from where the cafe is, and that place was just under my nose the whole time.
Down the road in Hull, Weeks roasts a variety of coffee beans 2 to 3 times a week.
I usually roast coffee to bring out the complexity of the coffee. I tend to roast on the light to medium side. Mine is very bright and clean. There's no flame underneath the coffee that is heating, the beans.
Weeks imports the coffee beans from all over the world. He says there's no rhyme or reason to his selection. It's all about what tastes best.
I can have a coffee from Ethiopia one day, a coffee from Guatemala the next, and they're so different. We just got a new coffee in called Whoosh Whoosh from Ethiopia. The way that we described it when we tasted it was a chocolate cherry cordial. I mean, that really comes through on the coffee, and it's pretty amazing. Customers
enjoy their coffee along the water, watching the boats and beachgoers steps away at the Hingham Bathing Beach. The harbor also provides a great view of World's End, a trustee's property.
World's End is one of the Boston Harbor Islands, and it's a nature preserve, it's a public park, it's a planned landscape, so it was designed by Frederick Law Olmsted back in 1890. And it's a wonderful recreation place for families, individuals to come out, take a hike, take a picnic, wade, pick up shells along the shore, and obviously the best views of Boston.
Ann Smith-White is director of the trustee's South Shore portfolio. She says this land has been occupied for centuries.
I mean, if we go way back, this is the land of the Massachusetts and the Wampanoag. Then the colonists came in, they cut down all the trees, and this was farmland. In the 1870s, this was all owned by the Brewer family, and it was a farm. They brought in Frederick Law Olmsted, who at that point was designing the Emerald Necklace, and they asked him to design a subdivision on this property.
Carriage roads were laid out, trees planted along each side, but the 250 planned homes never came to be. Today, 2 of those trees remain standing, and the roads have become walking paths.
We have a lot of beautiful benches, and then a lot of people just coming to walk and enjoy the scenery.
Smith-White says just under 200,000 people are expected to visit World's End in 2023. While the property is ideal on a sunny day, sometimes the weather calls for an indoor activity.
We're an art house, I guess you could call us. You show offbeat films, mostly what other theaters are not showing.
Situated in historic Hingham Square, Loring Hall is a small single-screen movie theater. David Scott is the owner of Patriot Cinemas, which owns Loring Hall and 2 other small theaters in New England.
I worked here when I was 15, so and I'm not 15 anymore, so I'm still working here.
Built in 1852, Loring Hall has a storied past.
Women's Suffragette Association had many meetings here in the 1890s. The Black Civil War veterans had reunions here. Ralph Waldo Emerson, he spoke here, he read poetry.
In 1930, the space was converted into a movie theater and has remained that way ever since.
We're digital now. It's a step back in time when you walk in, but it's state-of-the-art sound, state-of-the-art projection. Supporting local businesses is a big deal. Everyone should do that. But getting out of the house is important. You can't stay home all the time. I mean, people are building beautiful kitchens. They still go out to eat. People have home theaters. You still got to go out and see a movie. Be with other people.
So calming, right? And back to World's End, the property was acquired by the trustees in 1967, and prior to that, there was a lot of speculation about what the property would become.
A lot. There was talk it might be a golf course. It was talked about as the site for the United Nations, believe it or not. It was also the second finalist for the Pilgrim Nuclear Power Plant, which of course ended up in Plymouth. Ultimately, the neighbors got together and they brought in the trustees and they were able to save it as conservation land.
All right, still ahead, back to Plum Island.